Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be doing a Cleveland Cavaliers versus Miami Heat playoff preview slash prediction. Yes, the Miami Heat did make the playoffs, surprisingly, as a 10th seed, and we did it without Jimmy Butler. Now, before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy Miami Heat content, we upload every single day. Today's officially 109 days of us uploading consecutively. And I couldn't do it without you guys. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to continue to keep saying it. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. And let's get back in today's video. So with this series, we are going to be streaming every single game. So make sure you guys definitely pop out to come to the stream and support your boy. Now, as you see right here, this is going to be like the games, like what times and stuff like that. So the first game will be Sunday at 7 o'clock. Game 2 will be 7:30 Wednesday. Saturday, we play at 1. Monday, to be determined. Wednesday, and then obviously goes down to game 6 and 7 and stuff like that. Now, the season averages for these teams. Cavaliers average about 121.9. The Miami Heat average about 110.6. They average about 45.4 rebounds. The Miami Heat average about 43. They average about 28. We average about 26. Their leading scorer, of course, is Donovan Mitchell. Our leading scorer is Tyler Herro. So that's breaking down a little bit more. Now, we are going to look at the season series. And, the season series plays a factor, but it also doesn't at the same time. But we still are going to talk about it, of course, right? So this is kind of the beginning of the year, 107, 112, well, 112. At that time, the Cavaliers are 52-10. At the time, we are 29-32. When we look at the box score, we had Kevin Love playing this game. Nothing against Kevin Love, but as you see, we had no Tyler Herro. He wasn't playing. Our lineup was Terry Rozier, Alec Burks, Davion Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love. That was a horrible lineup, respectfully. You know what I mean? We didn't have nobody playing. That's cool. They had everybody playing in their starting lineup and everybody coming off their bench. We lost that game. But we know why we lost that game. Then we played them again, beginning of the year. They were 21-4. We was 12-10. Let's look at the box score. They had Dean Wayne starting, so I'm assuming they didn't have somebody playing in their starting lineup. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. They all struggled. Us, we had Jimmy Butler at this time, so it is a little bit different. We don't really got to break it down. We had Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is no longer on this team. Then when you look at this game right here, 126-106, they beat us. It looked like they had everybody playing, but they are missing somebody because Jalen Tyson was starting. And then for the Miami Heat, we had Tyler Herro playing. We had Bam playing. We had Kel'el Ware. We lost by 20 points. Then we already talked about this game. So as you see, since the Cleveland Cavaliers did win the series 2-1, and the interesting thing about this, too, is the coach, he came out probably 2 months. When I say probably 2 months before we even made it to the playoffs, 2 months, he was like, we're going to play the Miami Heat. The Cleveland Cavaliers coach said that. We are going to play the Miami Heat, and they're going to be a tough out. What I will say is the Cavaliers are different, and so is the Miami Heat. We're not the same team. They're not the same team. Now, what we're also going to look at, too, is we're going to look at the offensive rating for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers have the best offense rating in the NBA by a mile. They're 121.7. When we look at for the Miami Heat, as you see, we're still scrolling. We're 21 at 113.5. That's going to be a big concern. Cavaliers can score. Can we keep up with them? Can we slow down Donovan Mitchell? Can we slow down Darius Garland? And I'm going to do the matchups breakdown too. But I just want to talk about this real quick, right? Then when we look at the defensive rating, this is our bread and butter. The Cavaliers are 8, but we're 9. So we're very identical as a team. I personally think we have the better defenders. I personally think we could throw more bodies at Donovan Mitchell. I personally think we could throw more bodies at players like Darius Garland. I'm not too worried about Jared Allen. Jared Allen is scared of the moment. He said it last year. You don't got to really worry about him about spacing the floor because he doesn't necessarily space the floor. Evan Mobley, on the other hand, might have to worry about a little bit, but not as much. They got their 3 options. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. They can create more shots, and that's the scary part for the Cavaliers because Donovan Mitchell can create his own shot. So is Darius Garland off their bench. They got Ty Jerome create his own shot with the floater. DeAndre Hunter can get his own buckets. You know, when you look at the Miami Heat, it looks like we're very Tyler Hero. We rely on Tyler Hero for everything. We need Bam to be more aggressive. If he has a smaller mismatch on him, attack him. Don't fade away. Because this is the type of series we need everybody to help us score. Pallel Larson needs to hit that consistent three-pointer. Alec Burks, which we know he's a great three-point shooter in the corners, he needs to hit the shots. Duncan Robinson needs to be on timing. We got to throw different defensive looks at him. Maybe we go man. Maybe we start pressing them full court. Maybe we go zone. We got to throw different looks at them just to get them frustrated and aggravated and make them overthink. And I think Spo can do that. He is one of the best coaches in the NBA for a reason. A 10th seed with no Jimmy Butler, their best player, moved on to the playoffs. And I think we can compete with the Cavaliers. I really do. Donovan Mitchell this year is having a good season, but not as great as everybody thinks he is. We slow down Donovan Mitchell, we win this series. Simple as that. But for the Cavaliers' perspective, they're like, well, if we slow down Tyler Hero, we know we're going to sweep them. So if Tyler Hero continues to keep playing like he was playing during those playing tournaments, which to me are like playoff games, we'll be completely fine. Davion Mitchell, a pit bull, can frustrate Donovan Mitchell. He can frustrate him. Now, when we look at depth purposes, the team stats for both teams, right? Look at the Cavaliers. They go out there. They're probably going to see a lot of DeAndre Hunter, Jared Allen, Mobley, Garland, Mitchell. Their bench, Ty Jerome, averaging 12.5 points a game, which is very, very important. Sam Morrell, Isaac Okoro is a very good defender. Dean Wade. That's their team. Nobody else steps up. That's who they got. But there's a reason why they were the number one seed, and we have to respect that. But then when we look at the Miami Heat, for our team stats, Tyler, our guy. Wiggins, our guy. Bam, our guy. But we need players like Duncan. He needs to hit his shots. He's not a great defender. You need to hit your shots. Jovic might come back into the series. That might be a huge addition. Terry Rozier, unplayable. But we got Davion Mitchell, Khalil Ware, Alec Burks, Kyle Anderson, Haywood Highsmith. We have the size. Pallel Larson, if he's healthy. We have the depth. We got to go out there and compete. We have nothing to lose. The Cavaliers have everything to lose. They want to go out there and win a championship. We're not at that position. We do this stuff. We upset teams all the time. We could be the 8th seed. We could be the 7th seed. We could be the 10th seed. We want this matchup. And I'm excited to watch this because Tyler is going to learn a lot from this. It's going to see if Tyler's going to be that number one option for the Miami Heat going forward. It's going to see if Bam can be that number 2 option going forward, right? This is a playoff preview for Khalil Ware and Pallel Larson. Can they be unplayable? Are they playable? We will see. During the pick and roll, are they going to put them in actions? We are going to see. This is going to be a chess matchup. I personally can't wait, but I do think the Cavaliers have more firepower, and I do think they win in 7. I think the Miami Heat pushes them to 7. I think the Heat make it ugly. I think the Heat make it low-scoring games. Cavaliers don't want to be in that. If we can slow down their transition offense and put them in half-court offense, we'll be fine. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Continue to keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'm out.